Good day, my dear leaders. I am so excited to have another conversation about our theme of 2024, which I believe is the year of transcendent leadership. And I talked about that yesterday. If you haven't watched that, you could go back to the video where I talk about this new year, 2024, and what is to come. Now, we don't know exactly what is upon us, but we do know that we need a different style of leadership. We need a different way of leading our families, our communities, our constituents, our employees, and even ourselves. And so this new year, we in my research company coined the year to be transcendent leadership. 2024, again, it's unknown. We don't know what's going to happen, but we do know that it's an election year here in the United States. And we do know there are a lot of unresolved things happening in our world, in the United States, even within our own families and communities. And what will be necessary to make a greater impact than we've tried in 2023, 2022, and 2021 and 2020 is to now look at leadership through a new filter, through a new lens. And I'm calling this lens transcendent leadership, where we get to surpass the ordinary. If you look at the definition, we're surpassing the ordinary or exceptional leadership. Because what we tried to do in the past is not working. And what we want to do in the future is do something different, try something different. We want to use our leadership to transcend the status quo, to transcend the ordinary. And so this is the year, it's an opportunity for us to start questioning how we are leading our lives and leading our constituents, leading our employees, leading our communities. Excuse me. It is time that we do something different. Now, listen, I'm learning with you. I am learning alongside you. I am excited about the curriculum we're building for 2024. I'm excited about the clients that we are going to work with in 2024. These are clients who want to make a greater impact. They know they're great, but they want to be exceptional. They want to lead exceptionally. They want to surpass what they have been doing. Now, listen, you ask any of our clients in the Institute, and they'll be the first to tell you how we disrupt status quo is by creating and developing masterful leaders. And this is what really one of the pillars in my research company. This is what we do so well. We create masterful leaders who are highly self-aware, who are leading with purpose. They're more interested in people over profit. They're interested more in progress over perfection. These are folks who are walking the walk. These are people who have raised their hands and said, I want to lead. I want to lead. I want to make this organization a better place. I want to impact my employees at a higher level. I know I have gaps in my leadership, and I am ready to do something about those gaps. I'm ready to mind those gaps and close them through leadership training and development. These are the people we serve. And as we're looking into 2024, right? I mean, we're not fortune tellers around here, although sometimes we pretend we are. But as we've taken the data from the past and we're looking at trends and patterns for the future, and by the way, that's one of our primary skills as leaders. We're always identifying patterns and patterns of behavior. We're always looking at trends. We are observing our employees. We're observing the marketplace. We're observing our industries. And we are inferring from those trends, from those patterns, how to solve for them, right? Or how to sustain them if they are creating profit in our organizations or making positive impact in our lives. And so here what we did as a research company was took that data and said, well, what is 2024? What are we going to face in 2024? And we did a worst case scenario list. And boy, our brains are acclimated to the negative. That was an intentional exercise that we did as a team. We made a list and we created interesting worlds in our minds. We came up with the worst case scenarios for our families, for our communities, for our organizations, for our country, and we came up with some solutions. We have these theories, right, of what's going to happen in 2024, but we don't know if that's going to happen. But what we're setting in place is a curriculum to help you solve for those problems. That's what's exciting about my company, is that I get to look into the future based on the past and make some theories that we can solve for, that we can prove to be true and solve for them in real life, in real time. And as we were doing this exercise as a team, this is when transcendent leadership came up. What is it really going to take? What is it really going to take to fight sexism, racism, misogyny, and all the interesting isms that women in leadership and women of color in leadership are experiencing today? What will it take? How do we create a band of sisters, a band of women who are ready to do something about the injustice, the unfairness, the racism, and all the other things that we experience firsthand in the workplace? I know some of you who are watching may not understand that because you may not have experienced it, but trust me, implicitly you have, unconsciously you have. You may not have experienced the explicit, right? The conscious in your face, you know, experiences of misogyny or sexism or racism. I can tell you countless stories that I've experienced through my journey in leadership, and I can tell you countless more of the clients that I serve and what they've experienced firsthand. And so just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Don't turn a blind eye. So I want to invite you into this world that we're creating in 2024 for the women leaders that we serve. We want to invite you into this opportunity to create something different. And if you haven't paid attention to your leadership, you don't even know what your leadership style is, you have no idea who you are because you may be mimicking, you may have been copying your predecessors or other leaders that you've experienced. Now is the time to ask yourself, what do I want my leadership to do? Has it been doing? What have I been doing through my leadership so far? And how do I want to change that? How do I want to make a greater impact? How do I want to create more exceptional, transcendent leaders like me? What will it take? What do I have to do? You start asking yourself these questions because this is part of self-awareness, which is, according to a study from Cornell and a consulting agency, it is a number one skill. Self-awareness is the number one skill that predicts leader success and leader impact among her team. That's important, self-awareness. So for those of you who have been burying your head under the sand, in the sand, under the covers, wherever, because you don't want to come to terms with the gaps in your leadership skills, now's the time because we're going to need you in 2024. We're going to need your leadership. And what we want to do here is create masterful leaders who are ready to disrupt status quo, who are ready to disrupt the ordinary. And they want to do something different with their leadership, with their purpose. And this is the opportunity to do that. And the opportunity starts with you joining my email list. And I'm going to share with you that link. It is drdenisesimpson.com/leadership. This is how you begin the movement. This is how you begin self awareness. You join my email list so that you can stay on top of all of the free trainings that we are going to offer in 2024. You're going to get coaching inside your email inbox. This is an opportunity for you to do something different. If you're tired of the ordinary, if you're tired of the same stuff every single day in your organization or in your community or in your nonprofit, here's an opportunity for you to look within and start looking at those gaps that you have in your mindset, in your skill set, and strategy. Three variables that we focus so heavily on right here in my research institute. This is what we do. We cover three very simple variables, simple, but not easy, simple to understand. Because what we do in the institute is we democratize leadership so that more women can enter the pipeline of leadership. This is what we do in the institute. We simplify a very abstract, nebulous concept like leadership so that more folks like you and I, and people that look like you and I, can enter the pipeline of leadership. So we look at impediments, we look at objections, we're always looking at how to solve for your problems so that you can enter the pipeline, prosper in the pipeline, and stay in the pipeline as long as you want. And so this is an opportunity. So if you are listening to this and not watching this, you're going to want to go to drdenisesimpson.com/leadership. That is the link that you will use to enter your name and your email address so that you can stay current on what we're offering for free. And we have some upcoming trainings that are happening this month of January so that you can join us and get ready for exceptional 2024. We're also going to do another training on leadership as activism. What does that even look like? How do you even do that as a leader? If you're a manager or a supervisor, or perhaps you're a CEO or founder like me, wherever you are on that pipeline, we're going to talk about how you, wherever you are on that pipeline, how you can use your leadership as a form of activism. It's exciting things. We have a lot going on in January, and you're going to want to join the email list. Again, drdenisesimpson.com/leadership. I'll see you all in your email inbox and the next time we go live. So take good care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.